Hello, I'm Amelia Kallman. Welcome to issue number 16 of The Big Reveal. This will be the last issue of 2018, but I look forward to coming back and delivering more in 2019. So without further ado, let's get started. Yachty. So personal blockchain is something that I have been talking about for a while now, and Yachty is a company that is actually doing it. Yachty is an encrypted mobile identification app that lets you prove who you are anytime, anywhere around the world. So this is really cool in that you can also verify the people who you're dealing with online and making sure that they are who they say they are. And it can also manage your passwords so you don't have to remember passwords ever again, which would be great. I was introduced to this when it was being trialed for self-checkouts. So instead of waiting around for somebody to come and check your ID if you're trying to buy something like alcohol, this can verify your age through technology, which I think is very cool. Okay, StarLink. This is one of Elon Musk's companies. He's proposing to put up 4,425 satellites into the sky, and this would bring internet to space as well as double the Earth's internet speed. So radio waves would beam up to the satellites would laser it around their network till it gets right over the destination, and radio waves would beam it back down. And in areas of high frequency trading, this could mean billions. Obviously, it's an expensive project though. And I think it raises questions like, in the future, is Elon Musk going to be the owner of the internet? And what does that actually mean for the rest of us? The Surface Hub 2S. This is due out in Q2 2019. It's supposed to be smaller and lighter than the current Surface Hub, and it also features a 4K camera, improved microphone, integration with Microsoft Teams, and I had a little exclusive tip-off that it's also going to include biometrics for logging in, which I think is pretty cool. But in 2020, the Surface Hub 2X is due out, and these are screens that can change, they can rotate, and the picture will stay the same, so you can tile them all together, rotate them around, and people who have Surface Hubs and Surface Hubs S2 will then be offered an upgrade. Materium. So this is a bit of a complex one, so bear with me. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it a bit. But here we go. So Materium is a group of London lawyers, cryptographers, software engineers, and ex-military consultants who've gotten together with the idea that they're trying to bridge the gap between, sorry, the sirens, between blockchain smart contracts and real-world contracts. So essentially, if you're part of Materium's registrar, you can own a physical item and have a ledger for that, and then digitalize this so that you can people can buy or sell or rent the product, and it essentially can become tokenized, so you can have investors in it and make money off of this product that you own. So it's an interesting concept, and in the link in the digital version, there's an example of how this might apply to the real world that is really good if you want to check out and know a bit more. Earlier this month at Samsung's Developers Conference, they introduced the Infinity Flex. So we've been hearing a lot about these rollable, bendable phones for years, but we haven't really seen it. And here it is. It's coming out in 2019. So they have developed a new material that is tough and flexible and supposed to replace the glass, and we're told that it can fold up to be as flat as a piece of paper. So it's supposedly going to have 2 screens, and then it can unfold to be a 7-inch tablet as well. And what's really exciting to me about this is this new material sounds like we can make anything into a digital display, from the desk you work at, the tabletops, to the clothing that you wear, which I think could be really cool. Speaking of clothes, Skin is a textile computing company, and they have just gone live on Kickstarter with Skin Core, which is a base layer, heated, wire-free set of long sleeve shirt and leggings. So their technology is woven in between a sweat wicking layer and a wool outer layer, and together these layers are so thin that you can actually wear under regular clothes. Hoverbike. I gotta say, this is my favorite one this month. So police in Dubai are trialing the Hoverbike S3, and they are planning to have their police drive around flying motorcycles by 2020, because why not, right? So these are 253-pound motorbikes that can fly 16 feet above ground at 60 miles per hour, and they have a battery life of 40 minutes. They can also fit through a regular sized door and take off and land from a regular sized parking spot. The rock band Muse are leveraging the interest and excitement around the new realities to give fans an experience like they've never had before. They have teamed up with Microsoft to deliver 3 virtual reality experiences. They are games that are inspired by 3 of their songs from their new album, Simulation Theory. And people can buy enhanced experience packages, which include front row seats to their shows, access to these exclusive 3 virtual reality games, and also an invitation to the Microsoft mixed reality pre-party for the show. Tickets are a bit steep, they're 319 quid, but if anybody wants to go, let me know. Wave. At Lisbon's recent web summit, Wave won Pitch, the startup competition, and they are looking at the future of smart cars differently. So they are creating software around machine learning algorithms for smart cars, believing that what we need is not so much sensors and rules and maps, but we need cars that can actually learn instantly and think instantly and make decisions for themselves. They believe that this is the best way to be preventative in unpredictable situations. So we'll see how that turns out. And then finally, the kind of strange one of the month, in Chengdu, China, in 2 years' time, they are planning to launch an illumination satellite that will imposter the moon. So looking like the moon, it will have a diameter of 10 to 80 kilometers that can be adjusted remotely at any time. By who? I don't know. And it's supposed to be 8 times brighter than the actual moon, and it's supposed to replace their need of street lamps. So it's interesting concept, and there does raise questions about how will this actually impact things like wildlife and their cycles as well as human cycles, and it'll be interesting to see what the impact of this is. So that is what I have for you this month. Thank you so much for joining me, and have fun and safe holidays, and I look forward to seeing you again in 2019. All the best, lots of love. Mwah. Bye.